My name is GarethRich, and this is my assessment task 3 for human resource management, my self-reflective video. At the beginning of this unit, I viewed human resource management primarily as an operational and compliance-driven function within an organisation. I believed HR's main responsibilities were administrative in nature, focused largely on recruitment, managing payroll, and handling employee relations. HR is there to ensure the policies were followed, employees were paid correctly, and any workplace issues were managed as they arose. HRM was essentially about managing the people side of the business, ensuring employees were treated fairly, the policies and contracts were compliant, and the positive workplace culture was maintained. I understood HR's value in fostering relationships between staff and management and creating an environment where people could perform effectively. However, I did not appreciate the extent to which HR could shape organisational strategy, drive performance, and influence long-term success. In essence, Nankervis et al. Argue that enhancing strategic HRM capacity requires HR to evolve from an administrative role to a strategic and evidence-based function that drives organisational performance, culture, and capability. Best practice involves integrating HR strategy with corporate objectives, building employee capability and engagement, and fostering collaboration and ethics, and using data-driven evaluation to continuously improve HR contribution to business success. So what this means, when looking at my own organisation, which for context, the Stable Door is a fashion retail business experiencing rapid growth with little executive management and no HR unit. If I was to implement 3 strategic HRM practices to help align our limited HR with our business strategy, it would be the following. So invest in leadership and succession planning, promote agility and innovation through change management, and foster performance and capability-based culture. So looking at the leadership, introducing a leadership development program that focuses on emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and ethical decision making, combining these with a succession planning tool. So using the middle managers, the retail leaders that we have, to invest in them and make them better and get them in line with our overall organisational strategy and real champion our cause. Promoting agility through innovation and change management. So imply structured change models, so Kotter's 8 steps, Lewin's change model, use continuous feedback systems to engage employees in the change process, and foster performance and capability-based culture. So strategic HRM depends on building a high-performance culture supported by continuous learning and development. The research suggests emphasis on HR must invest in capability development, not only for individual employees, but for teams and the organisations as a whole. Effective alignment ensures that workforce planning, talent acquisition, performance management, and reward systems all reinforce the visions and objectives. So how do these goals help my team? So how do these practices enhance them, so to speak? So implementing Applebaum's AMO model to enhance workforce performance by improving skills through training. So this drew similarities. So with ability, we're looking at our investing in leadership, succession planning, and then we look at employees, recognising employees through motivation. That is more fostering performance and capability-based culture, and then giving them the opportunity, creating and enabling conditions for success, so promote agility and innovation through change management. Dave Ulrich's talk in Rethinking HR discussed value creation and how we frame HR to win in the marketplace. As TSD is currently capturing market share and aggressive growth strategy, I could see how this draws similarity. Ulrich highlights the value creation in HR now depends understanding external business contexts and translating into internal practices that shape culture, leadership, and talent, which draw back to my goals, which is really good. So Dave Ulrich's HR model, which you can see there as above. So using our retail store managers to champion these quadrants, and also with guidance from myself in lieu of a department, a HR department or HR executive manager, this would be a really effective way to implement a HR system that is aligned with our strategic goals. While not a primary focus of my initial HR strategy, it is important to acknowledge the growing impact of artificial intelligence and automation on the workforce. Research suggests that as technology continues to reshape roles, ethical considerations such as fairness, bias, and human impact must not be overlooked. So my final thoughts, reflecting on my initial understanding of human resource management, it is clear that my perspective has evolved from a HR as primarily administrative compliance-driven function to a more strategic partner central to the business success. For a growing retail business like the Stable Door, integrating strategic human resource management practices is essential to support sustainable growth and build organisational resilience. So this can be done through capable leaders and guide the team through expansion and change. Ultimately, understanding HR as a strategic, evidence-based and value-creating function transforms how I view it as contribution to organisational success. For TSD, embedding these SHRM principles will not only strengthen the workforce performance and engagement, but also align people practices and company vision for long-term growth success. Thank you.